Meteorologist Ali Toriano. We were talking earlier, most of the time we see these hurricanes, as soon as they hit land, they dissipate, they move, we're done, and we move on. But this is not the case here, and kind of explain why it's just sitting there.
Harvey is wedged between two ridges of high pressure. One, what we call the Bermuda High, that's in the Atlantic, and that ridge to the west. Keep in mind, all summer, that ridge has been parked out west and it hasn't allowed us to dry out, really. So because it's wedged in between the two, it really doesn't know which way to go. And at this point, we don't expect it to move a whole lot, at least for a good 24 hours, Brandon. And that means flooding is now going to be a big-time threat, as several flash flood warnings in and around the Houston area currently exist, along with that tornado watch that's not going anywhere.
So you were talking about the flooding, but look at that damage that Blake Hansen was talking about, and it almost is reminiscent of a tornado.
Yeah, well, when Harvey made landfall, it was considered a Category 4. Winds were sustained 130 miles an hour. That's a strong EF2, almost EF3 tornado. And, hurricane-force winds extend outward many miles from the center, 20 to 30 miles from that center. So that's a much larger area receiving those strong winds compared to maybe a tornado that's a half mile to a mile wide, some of the larger ones. So just imagine having an extremely large tornado move through an entire county and almost level it. That's pretty much what this strong hurricane has done for a lot of folks in and around the Rockport area. And now that the winds are weakening, it's still going to cause an even bigger problem. What a lot of folks don't realize is that flooding is the #1 killer when it comes to these storms. It's not the tornadoes, it's not necessarily the wind. So really, without this moving a whole lot, we're going to see even more issues here in South Texas over the next couple of days.
And so, yeah, you said next couple of days. So the big question, when will this weather pattern affect us?
That's the big question. Now, eventually a ridge has to win out and help move this. It'll take a couple days. Harvey shifts to the south tomorrow night into Monday. And then by Tuesday, Wednesday, we start to see it lift northward. Now it'll be much weaker, but that is just a lot of tropical moisture heading our way. So I've increased rain chances big time starting late Wednesday, but Thursday and even Friday and Saturday of next week. And that could mean some more flooding concerns, at least for parts of North Texas, too, over the next 5 or 6 days.
All right. I know you'll be talking about that more later.
We're keeping an eye on it.
Thank you.